In the eerie stillness of the vast cosmic night, where stars glimmer like distant embers against an endless velvet void, a profound question has haunted humanity for millennia: if the universe is so immense, then where is everybody? This enigma, first voiced by the brilliant physicist Enrico Fermi during a contemplative lunch conversation, transcends mere curiosity. It's the grandest paradox challenging our grasp of our place in this eternal expanse. Let us draw a deep breath together, allowing our minds to drift into the swirling currents of astronomical figures and scientific theories, as we seek to unravel the terrifying silence that envelops the cosmos. Today's astronomers, armed with cutting-edge space telescopes like Kepler and the James Webb Space Telescope, have unveiled estimates that leave even the most seasoned stargazers breathless. Within our familiar Milky Way galaxy alone, the cradle of our solar system, the tally of planets isn't in the hundreds of millions but surges into the hundreds of billions, potentially up to 400 billion worlds orbiting their radiant stellar hosts. Recent surveys, bolstered by data from the James Webb Space Telescope's infrared gaze, suggest that among these, as many as 50 billion may resemble rocky planets like Earth, with around 500 million nestled in the habitable zones where temperatures permit liquid water to pool on their surfaces, expanding our view to the entire observable universe, which harbors at least 2 trillion galaxies, though some cutting-edge models now propose figures climbing toward 6 to 20 trillion. The number of potential planets spirals into an incomprehensible infinity, a scale that defies the human brain's capacity to fully envision. Our Earth, to this very moment, stands as the sole confirmed oasis teeming with life. Yet science humbles us with the revelation that the physical and chemical laws forging our existence are no unique miracle. Elements such as carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen, the fundamental building blocks of life, are scattered ubiquitously across the cosmos. From colossal interstellar dust clouds to the fiery cores of remote stars. If Earth requires sunlight, liquid water, and a protective atmosphere to nurture life, then the probability of similar conditions emerging on those billions upon billions of planets approaches certainty. The James Webb Space Telescope has already detected organic molecules in distant exoplanet atmospheres, including hints of methane and carbon dioxide on worlds like K2 to 18b, fueling speculation that basic life forms could thrive in environments once thought inhospitable. Imagine, then, within our Milky Way, scientists project between 10 million and several billion planets residing in the Goldilocks zone, that sweet spot where temperatures are just right for liquid water to exist without freezing or boiling away. With such an abundant cosmic bounty, the presence of other civilizations seems mathematically inevitable. Yet, why does the sky remain mute? Why do our radio receivers capture only the meaningless static hum of the cosmic microwave background radiation? The most heartbreaking answer may lie in the merciless grip of distance. The universe isn't merely vast, it's expansively cruel in its scale. The chasms between stars are abyssal voids that stretch the limits of imagination. Even our nearest stellar neighbor, Proxima Centauri, lies a staggering 4.2 light-years away. To grasp this, consider that humanity's swiftest spacecraft, like the Voyager probes hurtling through space at over 38.000 miles per hour, would require more than 70,000 years to bridge that gap, a journey spanning countless human lifetimes. Scaling up to the full breadth of the Milky Way, the average distance between potential civilizations, should they exist scattered like rare jewels, could span thousands of light-years. A simple greeting signal dispatched from one such society might wander for millennia before reaching its destination. And by the time a reply echoes back, the originating civilization could have crumbled into oblivion, lost to the relentless sands of time. Interstellar travel demands colossal energy reserves, braving lethal cosmic radiation, and enduring durations eclipsing the entire arc of human history, rendering face-to-face encounters a near-physical impossibility. Recent advancements in propulsion concepts, such as laser-driven sails proposed by initiatives like Breakthrough Starshot, offer glimmers of hope for robotic probes reaching nearby stars in decades. But even these underscore the prohibitive barriers for crewed voyages. Beyond the tyranny of distance, Scientists and philosophers venture into even more spine-chilling hypotheses to account for this silence. One of the most infamous and dread-inducing is the dark forest theory. Picture the universe as an ancient, shadowy woodland at midnight, where every civilization is a stealthy hunter, armed and vigilant, creeping silently through the underbrush. In this perilous grove, revealing one's position, whether through radio broadcasts or exploratory probes, invites immediate annihilation from unseen predators who strike to neutralize any perceived threat. According to this view, the universe's quietude doesn't signify emptiness, rather, all intelligent societies are deliberately cloaked in survival-driven invisibility. And humanity, in our youthful naivety, broadcasts our presence like a beacon in the dark, oblivious to the perils that might descend upon us. Recent discussions in astrobiology circles, including critiques from philosophers like Lucas Likavkin, suggest that while fear-based hiding could explain some silence, it's unlikely every civilization adopts this paranoia uniformly, as diverse evolutionary paths might yield more cooperative or curious intelligences. We cannot dismiss the possibility of vast disparities in civilizational advancement. Life on Earth has endured for about 3.8 billion years. But modern humans emerged in a mere cosmic blink, and we've wielded radio waves for scarcely over a century. Other societies might have evolved to transcend our primitive technologies, communicating via laser beams, gravitational waves, or quantum entanglement, methods our instruments cannot yet fathom. For a civilization classified as Type 2 or 3 on the Kardashev scale, harnessing the energy of entire stars or galaxies, Earth might appear as insignificant as an anthill beside a bustling highway. We don't pause to converse with ants, debating philosophy or intervening in their affairs. Similarly, these superior beings could observe us indifferently, adhering to a non-interference doctrine, watching from afar like curators of a cosmic zoo, allowing us to evolve, or perish, on our own terms. The Breakthrough Listen project, scanning millions of stars with the Green Bank telescope and others, has yet to detect such advanced signals, but its ongoing efforts highlight how our search tools are continually refining to probe these possibilities. Delving deeper into these mysteries evokes a profound sense of diminutiveness and isolation. Yet this very loneliness ignites humanity's most potent drive to gaze upward. Another weighty hypothesis, bearing immense responsibility, is the Great Filter theory. Perhaps single-celled life proliferates easily, but intelligent, technology-wielding life is extraordinarily rare. Earth science reveals critical filters like plate tectonics, which recycle nutrients and stabilize climates, or the retention of thick atmospheres shielding against cosmic rays, elements that might be absent on most worlds. Recent studies propose that artificial intelligence could emerge as a future filter, where civilizations self-destruct through unchecked technological escalation before achieving interstellar maturity. If true, we might be among the universe's inaugural or sole survivors of these hurdles, shouldering the monumental duty to preserve consciousness's fragile flame and seed life across barren stars. Alternatively, we could be latecomers, tentatively entering an aged galactic community where silence is the golden rule of endurance. The Cognitive Horizon Hypothesis, a fresh 2025 proposal, posits that our epistemological limits, our bounded ways of perceiving reality, prevent us from recognizing alien intelligences whose cognition operates on incomprehensible scales. No matter the truth, the universe's silence composes a majestic symphony, both daunting and beckoning, urging us to persist in exploration, attentive listening, and hopeful anticipation. Sustain your faith and curiosity, for perhaps on some luminous day ahead, an anomalous signal will shatter the quietude, unveiling answers to humanity's profound solitude and reshaping our species' destiny forever. Gaze upward at the star-strewn night sky, letting your thoughts wander into that boundless abyss, where light from far-flung celestial bodies takes millions of years to caress your retinas. Have you ever shuddered, pondering whether we drift alone in that inky, frigid ocean? This isn't a fleeting insomnia-fueled musing but the Fermi Paradox itself. A colossal riddle shadowing humanity across centuries, defying our comprehension of our cosmic station. Join me on this introspective odyssey to decipher this fearsome hush. When we confront the numbers, reason insists life must abound everywhere. Leading astronomers, drawing from Kepler's legacy and the James Webb Space Telescope's revelations, assert that our Milky Way houses between 100 billion and 400 billion luminous stars. Envision each grain of sand on Earth's beaches and deserts representing a star. The observable universe's stellar count dwarfs that total. Advanced computational models reveal hundreds of billions of orbiting planets, including roughly 40 billion Earth-sized ones in habitable zones conducive to liquid water. If nature obeys universal chemical and physical laws, where water, energy, and organic compounds converge to spark life, our isolation's odds plummet near zero. Yet, as we aim colossal radio antennas skyward, we harvest only the cosmic microwave background's droning whisper, an absolute silence chilling to the bone. Why? The foremost, most brutal culprit is distance. The universe isn't just expansive, it's absurdly so against human cognition. Our post-sun nearest star, Proxima Centauri, resides 4.2 light-years distant. That modest numeral belies reality. Humanity's fastest probe, Voyager 1, would demand over 70,000 years to arrive. Should a civilization thrive on the Milky Way's far side, their light or radio emissions would require 100,000 years to reach Earth. Thus, peering at a distant star unveils not its present but a past from millennia or eons ago. A vibrant society might have flourished and faded into dust long before their final echoes grace us. Or their signals might have bypassed Earth when our ancestors hadn't yet harnessed fire. Spatial distance doubles as temporal separation, rendering intercivilizational dialogue a near futile endeavor, akin to pen pals exchanging letters that span lifetimes. Compounding physical barriers is a more terrifying conjecture, the dark forest. Envision the cosmos as a primeval woodland shrouded in nocturnal gloom, where hunters hold their breath, treading with feather-light steps. Here, betraying one's locale, igniting a fire or calling out, transforms you into prey for lurking shadows. Per this theory, advanced civilizations prioritize survival. Unknowing of others' benevolence or malice, the safest path is preemptively eradicating nascent threats. The universe's hush might not denote vacancy but wisdom. All savvy entities mute radio emissions, cloaking themselves utterly. Only we, ingenuous and fledgling, foolishly transmit welcoming messages, our planetary maps, and genetic codes into the void, like a child igniting flares amid a savage battlefield. Moreover, communicative and technological gulfs cannot be ignored. Humanity has wielded radio for a mere century plus, a fleeting instant against the universe's 13.8 billion-year saga. We scan with rudimentary antennas, but elder civilizations might have outgrown such antiquity millions of years prior. They could converse via high-energy lasers, gravitational ripples, quantum entanglement, or physics we haven't conceptualized. To a Type 2 or 3 Kardashev civilization, commanding stellar or galactic energies and traversing galaxies instantaneously, Earth resembles a minuscule anthill flanking an intergalactic expressway. Consider, when engineers pave highways, do they halt to negotiate philosophy with ants? Assuredly not. We harbor no animosity toward ants, nor intent to eradicate them. Their existence simply registers as irrelevant. Perhaps these transcendent entities hover nearby, surveying us as we do zoo animals, honoring a non-intervention ethic to let us flourish or falter naturally. Plunging further into these enigmas, an overwhelming awe before the universe's grandeur seizes the mind, amplifying our sense of tininess and ultimate solitude. Yet this isolation fuels humanity's holiest impetus to question ceaselessly. A graver possibility, laden with duty, is the great filter. Microbial life might commonplace, but tech-savvy intelligence exceedingly scarce. Perhaps we are the cosmos's premier or lone intellects, or the fortunate few surmounting natural cataclysms to persist. If so, we bear the epic charge of safeguarding the universe's solitary spark of awareness, propagating life across desolate stars. Or we might be novices, stumbling into a venerable galactic fellowship where silence equates survival's creed. Regardless, the universe's quietude forms a heroic orchestra, provoking and enticing us to probe onward. Heed and aspire. Cling to your belief and wonder. Never cease uplifting your eyes to the stars. For perchance soon, an enigmatic pulse will rupture the stillness, manifesting responses to our species' loneliness and eternally altering humankind's fate. Amid the expansive, hauntingly serene cosmic expanse, where stars sparkle like diamond dust strewn across a mystical black tapestry, have you ever lifted your gaze and pondered a query that pierces humanity's soul? Are we adrift in solitude? This isn't idle speculation on sleepless eves but the paramount mystery, a knowledge chasm humanity has yearned to bridge for thousands of years. Come with me, as kindred spirits, on a cerebral voyage to unearth answers to this dreadful quiet. Confronting the figures, intellect decrees life must permeate all corners. Eminent astronomers, via pinnacle space telescopes, gauge our cherished Milky Way as home to 200 billion to 400 billion resplendent stars. Astonishingly, encircling these cosmic beacons whirl hundreds of billions of planets, with actual counts likely dwarfing that manifold. Earth, our verdant and fragile abode, is presently life's lone verified sanctuary. But science affirms a hopeful verity. The physical and chemical edicts birthing us function identically in the universe's remotest realms. If life here demands warm light, refreshing liquid water, and breathable air, the likelihood of those requisites recurring elsewhere swells enormously. Per Kepler's latest data, tens of billions of planets might inhabit habitable zones, temperatures ideal for liquid water mirroring Earth's. Paradoxically, directing massive radio antennas into the nocturnal heavens yields solely the cosmic background radiation's murmur. A loneliness so profound it's isolating. Why? The observable universe encompasses at least 2 trillion galaxies. With such colossal opportunity, extraterrestrial existence verges on probabilistic fact. But the paramount obstacle segregating us is distance. Expanses so mind-boggling they elude comprehension. Conceive the Milky Way as a boundless sea, with intercivilizational gaps potentially 5,000 light-years. Even at light speed, the universe's ultimate velocity, a mere phone call would lag millennia. Regard our closest neighbor, Proxima Centauri, dubbed nearest. It's 4.2 light-years removed. With extant chemical propulsion, we'd expend tens of thousands of years, hundreds of generations birthing and perishing aboard spacecraft, to attain it. Energy costs, hazards, and timelines erect impregnable fortresses confining each civilization to its diminutive isle. Perhaps thence springs the enveloping silence. Alternatively, developmental and perceptual disparities might be immense. Across Earth's 3.8 billion-year life chronicle, modern humans surfaced in a geologic instant. Forerunner civilizations, millions of years advanced, might disdain crude radio waves, viewing us as we do ants constructing roadside nests. We neither loathe ants nor meddle. Their lives simply don't pertain to ours. They could traverse our solar system, yet in forms or tech our senses and devices remain blind to. Circling back to life's essence and natural laws, probing these riddles intensifies the overwhelming sensation before cosmic vastness, heightening our minuscule, peak solitude. Yet this aloneness is the mightiest, most sacred spur propelling humanity skyward, questioning endlessly. Another grave possibility, responsibility-laden, is the great filter. Unicellular life may be ubiquitous, but tech-capable intelligence profoundly rare. Perhaps we are the universe's inaugural or unique survivors of natural disasters persisting today. If accurate, we shoulder the grand mandate of conserving awareness's sole ember, sowing life amid vacant stars. Or we could be laggards, faltering into an antiquated galactic commune where silence is survival's golden tenet. Whatever the resolution, the universe's hush is a majestic symphony, challenging and inviting us to delve, attend, and hope. Uphold your conviction and inquisitiveness, never halt elevating your gaze to the stars. For maybe imminently, a peculiar signal will fracture the tranquility, materializing answers to humanity's loneliness and perpetually transforming our species' destiny. I extend profound gratitude and sincere appreciation to generations of scientists, astronomers, physicists, and tireless researchers worldwide. Through your exceptional intellect, extraordinary patience, and selfless dedication, humanity peels back the universe's veils, illuminating our position amid the galactic immensity. Your quiet endeavors serve as beacons guiding the path of knowledge for all humankind.